Hey there, Todd Whatley, certified law attorney with Generations Legal Group. We're up to question number 79. How do I plan for a blended family? I love this question because that's a very unique planning opportunity for us. And actually, I just wrote a book on that. It's a small book. It's like an expanded brochure, but I think it's probably 80 or 100 pages. Okay. We have a book on this. So if you are a blended family and you're curious about some of the things you need to think about or worry about in planning, call our office, 479-601-4119. We would love to give you this book. We'll email it to you. It's an ebook right now. And so you can also email the office, info@generationslegalgroup.com. info@generationslegalgroup.com. We would love to send you a copy of the book. I mean, it's fresh. I just finished it this weekend and would love to get it to you. And it goes into all the details about blended families, things that you need to think about, things you need to worry about. I think it's a really good book. So yeah, give us a call. So what are the things you need to worry about? Well, blended families are interesting because you have typically each spouse has kids and you come together, and depending on how long you're married, you may share assets. You may want to have joint bank accounts and different things like that, but you want to make sure at your death, things go to your children. Well, chances are both spouses are not going to die at the same time. And that's what throws a kink in this. If it's a traditional, not blended family, it's just, they've been married forever and they have their kids. Well, when one spouse dies, that's okay. Everything goes to that spouse. And then when that spouse dies, it equally divides between the kids, okay? It equally divides between the surviving spouse's biological kids. That's the problem with the blended family is when the first spouse dies, if you want the money to benefit the new spouse, then that's okay. They can benefit from it. But if you just leave them all of the money like on jointly owned accounts, or if you just name your new spouse as the beneficiary of all of your accounts, at your death, it will go to them. And then at their death, it will equally divide between their children if they don't do an estate plan to do something different. Your kids get left out. That's probably not what you want, okay? So blended families are one of those situations where you almost absolutely have to do a trust. And there's some really cool things we can do. We can do a thing called a Q-tip, QTIP trust. Basically, you leave the money in a Q-tip trust that the spouse will benefit from all the income, increases, whatever, of that trust, so they can still get money from it. But at their death, that Q-tip trust goes back to the kids. It's legally set aside so that your kids will get that money when the new spouse passes away. And, a Q-tip is a very formal way to do that. You can do it in other ways also. But the key thing is you have to do estate planning here. You can't just rely on state law. I mean, if you keep everything separate and not give it to the spouse, then at your death, some goes to the spouse, but majority goes to the kids. And if your intention is to have this money benefit your new spouse, well, not planning and that 1/3, 2/3 basically is not going to work for you. So I'm just saying the default estate plan for you is not what you want here. You have to do estate planning and see an attorney who's done this more than 100 times and can advise you through this and make sure this is done correctly and done well. All right. If you're in Arkansas, I would love to do this for you. Please give me a call at 479-601-4119, or you can go to our website, generationslegalgroup.com. And you can get a lot of good information there. I've done some recent blog posts on that topic. There's some good blog posts there that you can go read, and you can schedule an appointment. And as always with these videos, please like, share, comment. Would love to talk to you about this, okay? We will see you next time. Bye.